Good day to all. Today we are going to see about a shape function derivation for constant strain triangular element, or it can be call it as CST element. So let me draw the element shape. So let us draw the x and y axis. So the element will be looks like this. There will be a 3 node for this triangular element 1, 2 and 3. So node 1 is having a coordinate x1 y1, node 2 is x2 y2, node 3 is x3 y3. For each node it will be having a 2 degrees of freedom, that is u1 and v1. u1 is with respect to x, u2 is with respect to x, u3 is with respect to x, v1, v2, v3 is with respect to y degrees of freedom, y coordinates. So in this element we will totally have 6 degrees of freedom. That means u1, u2, u3 and v1, v2, v3. At each node we will be having 2 degrees of freedom. For node 1 u1, v1 likewise. So therefore we will be having 6 general coordinates. For u 3 coordinates, for v 3 coordinates. So let us assume u equal to a1 plus a2x plus a3y. This is in linear form. Similarly for v equal to a1 plus a2x plus a3y. Since u and v both degrees of freedom are with respect to x and y. So let us take now only u. It can be written as u1 equal to a1 plus a2x1 plus a3y1, u2 equal to a1 plus a2x2 plus a3y2, u3 equal to a1 plus a2x3 plus a3y3. Since we have 3 coordinate system, 3 coordinates x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3, this total equation can be written as in matrix form u1, u2, u3 equal to 1 x1 y1, 1 x2 y2, x3 y3 multiplied with a1 a2 and a3. So in this equation, in this matrix equation, we have to find a1 a2 a3 as constant parameter. So keep a1 a2 a3 and bring the matrix other side. It will be having a inverse matrix u1 u2 u3. So now you have to find out this inverse. Let us assume that this matrix is A, then we have to find out A inverse, that is 1 by modulus of A into adjoint of A. Okay, so now let us take this particular element, that is A11, and the corresponding row and corresponding column will be omitted. The remaining term with positive symbol, we have a determinant like this. So similarly for a12, for this element we will be having y2 minus y3. Similarly for this element we will be having positive sign with 1 x2 and x3 and the remaining term x3 minus x2. So likewise we have to find out a21, a22, a23. For that particular element you have to omit that particular row and particular column. The remaining terms we have to determine the determinant. a31, a32 and a33. So now we found out that the elements a11 3, a21 22 3 23, a31 32 and 33. So assemble all these in this matrix form. we will be having x2 y3 minus x3 y2, y2 minus y3, x3 minus x2, x3 y1 minus x1 y3 into y3 minus y1, x1 minus x3, x1 y2 minus x2 y1, y1 minus y2, x2 minus x1. So now we have to take a transpose for this, that is equal to adjoint of A. So x2 y3 minus x3 y2, y2 minus y3, that means the row is converted as column. Okay, so now we have written the transpose, that is adjoint of A. Okay, so now we already know that A equal to 1 x1 y1, 1 x2 y2, 1 x3 and y3. So the determinant of A, that also we have to find out. So we know the formula, we know the method to determine the matrix, right? So this is the determinant of A, and A inverse can be written as 1 by modulus of A into 1 by adjoint of A. So 1 by modulus of A, directly we are writing these values, and adjoint of A, I am just copying this matrix and pasting here. Okay, so now substitute this A inverse in your equation number A, A1, A2, A3. So that only we have to find out, right? So let me have, this is equation A. So substitute this A inverse in equation A, that is A1, A2, A3 is equal to okay, let me copy this. Okay, and U1, U2, U3. Okay, so now we have to find out the area of the triangle. Okay, that is 1 by 2 into 1 x1 y1, 1 x2 y2, 1 x3 y3. If you simplify this, you will be having x2 y3 minus x3 y2 minus x1 into y3 minus y2 plus y1 into x3 minus x2. So this can be written as 2a, right? This whole term can be replaced with 2 into area of the triangle. So a1, a2, a3 equal to 1 by 2a, and this value can be replaced with p1, p2, p3, q1, q2, q3 and r1, r2, r3 and u1, u2, u3. That means p1, so directly we can write here this whole term as p1, this is q1, r1, p2, q2 and r2, p3, q3 and r3. So I am just replaced the whole term with for a small notation. So from equation a1 plus a2x plus a3y, we can write it in matrix form 1xy into a1 into a2 into a3. So substitute these a1, a2, a3 in the above equation. So we will get u equal to 1 by 2a, 1 xy and the remaining p1, p2, p3, q1, q2, q3 and r1, r2, r3 into u1, u2, u3. Okay, so now multiply this matrix 1 into 3 into 3 into 3. We will be having 1 equal to p1 plus q1x plus r1y by 2a, similarly p2 plus q2x plus r2y by 2a, p3 plus q3x plus r3y by 2a into u1, u2, u3. So this can be written as, this whole term can be n1, n2 and n3. So this is called your shape function for constant strain triangle in terms of u1, u2, u3. Similarly, if you take it for V, the similar term will be there, only the displacement v1, v2, v3 will be changed. So this whole term can be written in terms of a displacement function, that is u equal to u of x comma y and v of x comma y equal to n1 0, n2 0, n3 0 and 0 n1, 0 n2, 0 n3. So if you multiply it with u1 v1, u2 v2 and u3 v3, you will get the shape function. So thank you for watching. If video, just please share to your friends and please subscribe. Thank you.